My time with a What Car Panda is almost up, and before we part company, I'm going to run through a few of the experiences I've had with the car over the past year. Starting at the very beginning, which is when I had to choose which version to go for. Now, it's easy to be tempted by the two-cylinder twin-air model because although it's more expensive to buy than the entry-level 1.2, it promises much better fuel economy. Well, I went for the cheaper engine, and I'd urge anyone thinking about buying a Panda to do the same for two reasons. Firstly, the twin-air model doesn't deliver anywhere near its claimed fuel economy in real-world driving. And secondly, this 1.2 engine has a couple more cylinders, which means it's smoother and quieter. The second decision which trim to go for wasn't as straightforward because although the entry-level 1.2 Pop is reasonably priced at £8,900, it doesn't get very much kit at all. The mid-spec Easy model gets a lot more kit, but it's rather expensive. In the end, I decided to keep things cheap, and I still think I made the right decision, even though this car is very, very basic. I mean, forget about things like air conditioning and remote central locking, I can live without those. This car doesn't even have a locking petrol cap, a glove box, or stability control. You also have to pay an extra £290 if you want any colour other than white, and even rear head restraints, which my car does have, cost an extra £70. I added a couple more options as well, including Bluetooth and split folding rear seats. Alloys weren't available as a factory option, but they are as a dealer fit accessory for around £500. Did the Panda suit my needs? Well, it's a city car, and most of the 8,000 miles it's covered over the past year have been in and around town. In this environment, it does everything you could reasonably expect it to. It's easy enough to manoeuvre, it rides pretty well, and it's nippy enough up to about 30 miles an hour. I'd certainly rather take the What Car VW up on a long motorway journey, but the Panda isn't too out of its depth there either. It's reasonably composed at 70 miles an hour and isn't tossed around too much in windy conditions. Now, I actually get on reasonably well with the Panda's driving position, but it's not for everyone. This pedal area is pretty cramped, and the seats don't adjust for height either. Also, a couple of colleagues have grumbled to me that they find the seats a bit too hard and unforgiving. I haven't often needed to use these rear seats, but on a few occasions I have, they've been fine. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall and I can fit back here reasonably comfortable, although obviously there's not a huge amount of legroom. Now, I find it incredibly annoying that the only way to open the Panda's boot is with this key. I've lost count of the amount of times I've tugged here before remembering that. But once you do manage to get inside, there's a reasonable amount of space by city car standards. I do have to fold the seats down to fit my golf clubs in, but that will be the same in any of the Panda's rivals because they're all quite narrow cars. Now, over the past year, a couple of things have gone wrong with the car. The alternator belt started slipping and the driver's door handle came loose from its mounting, but both problems were fixed free of charge under the car's warranty. Now, if the past 12 months have told me anything, it's that Fiat still knows how to build a fine city car. But there are better alternatives, and interestingly, the reasons why have more to do with Fiat's pricing strategy than any of the Panda's shortcomings. This Skoda Citigo 1 litre SE is a perfect illustration of this. In 5-door form, it costs just £230 more than the entry-level Panda, yet comes with air conditioning, remote central locking, a height-adjustable driver's seat, split-folding rear seats and stability control as standard. It also gets a locking fuel cap and a glove box. The Skoda is also bigger, better to drive and cheaper to run. So although I'd have no problem recommending a Panda to someone who wanted to buy one, I'd first have to point out that objectively at least, there are better cars available for similar money. You can read all the weekly updates about the Panda's life over the last 12 months on whatcar.com.